Irene.
And I'm Keela, and welcome to
I'm That Kid.
We'll be talking to kids who do big things in the world of dance,
TV,
social media,
sports,
film,
theatre,
and more.
We'll be finding out all about their journey and what it actually takes to be that kid.
Be prepared to learn, laugh, and have fun.
Let's get into the episode. Guys, let's get into today's episode. We are so excited. When I tell you, I begged and begged and begged their mum, and I was like, I need them. I absolutely need them. If you are in the dance world and you do not know about these two sisters, you've been under a rock. One is a world champion. The other one is a world champion. They've been in countless movies, TV shows, and they're just beautiful to watch. Let's welcome the Petit sisters. Hey, girls.
Hey.
How are you?
Very good.
Yeah.
We're very excited to have you, aren't we?
We're very excited to be here.
I love that. Now, before we get into it, I just need to let everyone know there's a little bit of a connection here, yeah? These two, Keela, I used to dance with their mum and dad. I did. So I actually know the stock that you've come from, and it is no shock or surprise to me that you are amazing as you are. So can we just shout out mummy and daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, let's get into it. Go on, Keela.
You start.
Sorry. This is what it's like. I'm sure you're not like this with your parents. What were you guys like when you were younger? Let us know.
Oh. Well, we both always loved dance since a very young age, and we've been dancing since a very young age, and yeah.
I actually started off with gymnastics, and that's what I thought I was going to be. I thought I was going to be a gymnast, and then I got to the point where I had to pick out of gymnastics and dance.
Right.
And then I ended up choosing dance, and then just since from then, I've just fallen in love with it.
So you thought you'd give Simone Biles a little bit of a chance?
Yeah.
Okay.
What made you do what you want to do?
Oh, maybe from our parents come from a background of dance.
Yeah.
And they've been dancing as well, almost inspired us to dance as well, and I think. Yeah, we just loved it.
So what was it like growing up in your house? Because like I said, I know your parents, and I know, do you know what I mean? I know their energy that they have. So what was it like in your house? Were you always dancing? Was that a big part of it?
Yes, dance was a very big part. It was very chaotic. Everyone would be in every room dancing. I always at night would put on some music and blast and just start dancing randomly. Yeah.
And I want to know, how did you realise that you were good? Because it's just because your parents might be, I don't know, an astronaut, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go to space. But you guys have really landed in the dance world, And so when did you start to think, oh, actually, I would like to do this? I'm quite good at it.
I don't know. It's not a particular age. I just think I've always loved to dance, and since then I've grown to keep on doing dance and grown to love it even more. And I've always been doing dance at a very young age, as you know. So yeah.
Yeah, I think because I've fallen in love with it, and then all my hard work started to pay off, and I saw the good results happening, and I was like, I love to do this, and I'm actually quite good at it. So
would you say it's more like the feeling that you get back from it that makes you want to keep giving
and
into it?
the results of having these achievements just make it.
Yeah. It's a bit like me when I'm trying to lose weight, isn't it, Keela? If I see some results, I'm like, let me keep going.
Yeah.
What are the hard parts about doing dance?
I feel the commitment and having to keep on going to rehearsal. You might miss your friend's birthday, but you have to keep on going to dance, and it's consistent. You have to keep on committing to these rehearsals.
It's a sacrifice.
And it gets to a point where it's a bit much sometimes. But
yeah, a bit on what she said, it is hard to balance everything, because especially at my age now, I'm in year 11 and I've got my GCSEs this year. So it is hard trying to struggle to do dance, schoolwork, and even just meeting up with my friends. A lot of them will ask, oh, do you want to hang out this weekend? I'll be like, I've got dance, or I've got this, and be like, can you not just miss it this weekend? I'm like, no.
Yeah,
I just don't understand some of them, but yeah. It was all worth it in the end.
Yeah, I feel like you experienced that quite a lot. Even today, you can let them know
So it was my cousin's christening, and he's like really, really cute, and he's not even one yet. And like I love him, and all my cousins, they're practically babies, and I had to leave quite early to get here, and all my other siblings stayed. So,
yeah.
But that's another part of it. Like, you don't get to see your family as much as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes,
like, I remember on Christmas Eve, I had to work and I was performing, and then I missed some of Christmas Eve at my grandma's house. But then I came back in time for like presents and all of that.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, isn't it? But yeah, it's tough, and I really commend you guys. You know, I look at, like I say, we see your posts and we see all the achievements that you have, and I just think to get to that point, you must have had to have put a lot of hours in and a lot of work. So yeah, let's just I do commend you. Like, I know what a sacrifice it is. So tell us, well, you've kind of told us what you love about it. Like, what is that feeling like when they say your name, like world champion? What?
Yeah, it does.
Just talk us through that.
It does
that
feel
whole
amazing.
Moment.
Like, the feeling is just amazing, and the freedom dance gives you in general. It's just like, no matter what mood I'm in, whether I'm sad, angry, happy, I always come back to dance, and it always just makes me feel better no matter what. And
like, when we've had them achievements, we're like, oh, that hard work has paid off, and like all them commitments, and then you finally hear that, it's like, oh,
it's worth it. Did you cry?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah, you held it in, didn't you? When she found out she got the role of Nala, I burst into tears, but when I found out before her. I burst into tears, and I was even surprised at myself, but I think it was just sort of all the built up emotions, and then it was just like the release of it, like, oh my gosh, kind of thing. But happy tears.
Yeah.
Happy tears.
I mean, I think I held it in because my siblings were like right there. So I didn't want to be like, oh, it's not even that big of a deal and all of that. And I'm like, okay, I swear.
Brothers.
I feel like out of us two, I'd be maybe the more person to cry.
Are you the more emotional one?
Yeah, she is.
And you're like,
I like to hold
hardcore.
it in. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, got you. Okay, go there, darling.
Where do you find your confidence?
I feel like I've always had like that inner confidence with myself, and just telling myself, like, before I go on stage, everyone's going to get nervous at some point, but it's how you control it. And you've just got to tell yourself why you're here, who are you, and you've just got to make yourself feel good, whatever makes you feel good, whether that's like your pre-routine before you go on stage or something, just to help you feel confident, and not to compare yourself to others, because that can mentally affect you. So I think
I feel like with me, I lack a lot of confidence.
No, you don't. Don't
like,
say that.
I get like really nervous in that, and like
it's
I've
normal.
That like, where does that get you? It doesn't get you any far.
Okay.
And it shouldn't.
So how do you see yourself getting better with it now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm trying to help her.
I was
going
to say, you got to give us some of your Kool-Aid, because
trying to.
Yeah, but that's normal, isn't it? And it's really interesting because as sisters, like, I've been watching you two, and you have a really cute relationship. Do you know what I mean? But I guess that with any siblings, is there competition? What's that like?
I am very competitive. Right. I do love like a competitive environment.
Yeah,
I would say. You're not as competitive as me,
not
but
as competitive, but I am still like competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think with our relationship, it's fine, and it doesn't get in the way of it.
And we don't really have to like compete against each other.
No, I guess.
Yeah, so it's like fine.
It works. Yeah. You are competitive.
How?
Well,
I can't remember any memories.
A family games night.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, it just goes off. Yeah.
Yes.
But I think more so with you and your siblings, because you're all quite different. You all do different things.
Well, all of them do football.
Yeah, they all play at quite a high level in football. But I think you're quite competitive in terms of like the light that you get, like the shine that you get from me and Dad, like it's like, well, I've done this kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and so if one of them is shining more than the other, then the other one's like, right, I'm gonna score a hat trick today.
Yeah.
So it's quite interesting, but it's good. It's good.
And sometimes like a little bit of competitiveness is like good.
That's
like
it.
say if
Yeah.
she's got something, I'm like, oh, I want to get that.
Yeah.
So you work harder to.
So it's like you've got something in front of you that can help you to aspire to more kind of thing, because you've
Yeah.
seen, okay, my sister's done that, I can maybe achieve that
You
as
Yeah.
well.
need that little bit of competition.
Yeah,
Which brings out
100%.
the best in you.
Yeah, love that. Go on, darling.
What's your best memory?
I have so many memories. Probably one of my favourites is when I did Junior Eurovision in 2022, because I had to like move to a whole nother country by myself
No.
with no parents. So that was like,
So where was it held?
it was in Armenia.
Okay.
So yeah, so it was quite scary at first. I was like, what am I going to do? I've got no parents.
Yeah.
But the girls were so lovely, the people I was with, and it was just like, it was a one-time experience, like being on that stage in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I would love to go
huge.
back.
Yeah.
I
Brilliant.
feel like mine was, even like when we filmed EastEnders with each other, especially because we were with each other, it was just so good, and all the like actors were lovely and all of that. It was.
Did you recognise lots of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really watch EastEnders that much, but
No, I don't either anymore, to be honest.
some of them, they were like, they're so big, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. Don't know who you are, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's amazing. That's huge that you've done EastEnders.
Yeah.
And you did it as sisters. Were you
Yes,
playing sisters
we
in
did.
it? Brilliant. Perfect. Yeah. Love that. All right. Well, this one I would really like to know, and I think that this will help so many other kids. What setbacks have you had, and how did you overcome it? Because we know that, like I said, in order for you to reach the heights that you've reached, there must have been some no's along the way. There must have been
Yeah.
some times,
100%.
even if it's even getting injured, or do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So what have been the setbacks, and how did you overcome it?
I've actually got an injury right now.
Oh, okay.
With my foot, and it's really hard, like because I do dance every day, and like just trying to overcome it and that, and sometimes you just have to get through it sometimes. And also like if you're filming something, like you get so many no's, but only everyone just sees the successes.
Exactly.
And they don't actually see how many things you have to get through.
So
Like,
do you mean like the self tapes when you do
Yes,
tape?
thousands
Yeah.
of self
Yeah.
Isn't it,
So, like-
Keela?
I had an injury a couple of years ago for quite a while with my knee. So I wasn't able to dance for a while, and it did impact me a bit because I was like, this is what I love to do, and now I can't do it.
Yeah.
But ultimately it was good for me because I got to do more conditioning, so it made me stronger.
got
I got to
stronger.
work on my singing and acting more as well. So it actually worked out.
Yeah. And how do you like? Because it takes quite a strong mind, doesn't it, to
Yes.
overcome something like that? Because you can kind of think like, you know, am I
Like,
going to come back
It's the
from
same
it?
with our brother. He has knee injuries to do with his football.
Oh,
So
right.
he has to
Our
like
brother,
no my
your
brother.
brother.
My brother. So he has to do like physio when he goes training.
yeah.
Sometimes he has to miss out on sessions and matches.
Mhm.
He gets quite frustrated
Yeah.
with that, doesn't
Yeah.
he?
You've just got to see the positive light always, and you've just got to keep pushing forward because it's always going to work out in the end.
Yeah, and I think if this is what you're meant to do, then, you know, your body just has to line up with
Yeah.
what your mind is saying.
The
yeah.
other day as well, I fell on my knee during like a dance rehearsal.
Yeah.
So then I couldn't do any more because it was really hard. But it's so annoying because I just want to like do it and dance.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
It's so annoying
but your
'cause-
body's saying no. You gotta rest.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Hopefully a dancer and actor. Hopefully.
I
How old,
definitely.
sorry, darling. How old will you be in 10 years, Kimara?
21.
21. Okay. So you'd like to be a professional dancer, dancing for artists, dancing in the theatre.
Yeah.
What's that? Which,
Dancing like for artists. And that,
Okay.
who do like music videos for them.
nice, like Mama and
Yeah.
Dada. Yeah, got ya.
And like just acting in general and doing like movies and TV shows. I've always wanted to do that.
Nice. Okay. And what about
I
you?
definitely see myself within the performance arts industry, whether that is like performing with different artists or even choreographing. Since I've been little, I've had a really
She's a
good
really good
interest in choreographing, whether it's like for music videos or for like film, for like this Wicked film that's come out.
Yeah.
That
How
the choreo,
inspiring
yeah.
is that? Brilliant. I could just, I'd watch it a million times over just to study the choreography.
Yeah, same. So I would love to choreograph when I'm older as well, or even just the acting as well, something to do with the performing
Definitely in
arts.
performing
Yeah.
arts. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. What advice would you give for those that want to kind of do what you're doing?
Just keep trying, just never give up. Like I said before, like 1,000 no's could just make up one yes, and just to keep on trying, and no matter like how many people say no, you just have to keep on believing in yourself.
Have
and
that
never give
belief.
up.
Yeah, that's really good.
I would say for those who are just starting, you want to make sure you're at the right dance school. So you don't want to go to a school that is just for like recreational dancers who just love to dance.
Yeah.
You want to go to a more serious
Right.
dance school so you get the proper training. And also getting yourself out in the world, going to dance classes, dance events, getting yourself out there. It's such a good environment, and class is one of the best ways to train.
Yeah.
So I would say making sure you're always doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really good advice.
Do you have any downtime hobbies except from like in game, like except from dance?
They're stuck.
Hard one actually.
I actually love to cook. That is one of my hobbies.
What's
yeah.
your meal? What's your meal? Tell us what you would. If I
Oh.
came round, Keela and I came round, what would you cook for us?
Oh, the other day I made like this jerk chicken and rice. It was very spicy, but it was actually really nice. There's a few dishes like chili con carne,
Yeah, she's actually a
curries.
really good cook.
Nice. Okay, that's one that we didn't know.
I do love to read as well. Like there's this book that I'm really enjoying, and like I do love just read sometimes. Like
Yeah,
before I'm
I love
going to bed and
reading.
that.
Yeah. It's good to just kind of de-stress and just to put your mind in another world, isn't it? Yeah.
I also used to do athletics as well.
Yes, I've seen that. You killing everybody at sports day. My poor children. They're like, oh, not her again.
Yeah, it was just something that from doing sports days, I was like, ooh, this is like something I actually quite like. And it's completely different to dance, but in the same
But
way.
still got that competitiveness.
Yeah, it's still got that
you like.
competitiveness,
Yeah.
which I like. It's like doing the 100 metres, 200 metres long jump. It's really fun.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Do you get to do that much anymore?
I don't get to do it as much anymore because I'm sort of like stuck to the like dance world now. That's my main focus.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, if I got asked to, I would do it.
Yeah.
When I was in primary, they used to have like this parent race. I remember one year I wasn't doing it, and someone went up to me and was like, "Yes, my parents will finally have a chance to maybe win."
So your parents weren't doing it that year?
Yeah.
No.
That's funny. Well, and I want to know, what is it like? Or Keela, you were thinking about this. We were having a conversation because, like I said, I used to dance with their mum and dad. So you tell them what it's like having me as a parent.
Like the thing that I asked you, can I say this question?
Go on then, yeah.
Okay, so the question I wanted to ask was, if you knew like nothing, like absolutely nothing about dance, what would you like think you would do?
Oh.
That's a hard question.
I feel like I would have always still found a way back into dance.
But like, do lots of research about it. Find like Kristen said before, like a good school that you can go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd be interested to know, you've achieved so much. What would you like to achieve? What's your dream achievement? Where would you like to perform, or who would you like to perform with that would be kind of a dream?
I would love to go on tour with Beyonce.
Really?
That is a shout out.
That is
Yes.
a dream, and that could happen. I see that.
Yes.
I see that 100%. Yeah, we believe on that one.
Yes. I do love Beyonce. Any other artists?
So you'd be on the tour too.
Yeah, we'd be on it together. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, her shows are amazing though, aren't
Yeah.
they? They really put them dancers to work.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we cannot let you go without doing a little bit of dancing with you. Are you up for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, I always say this: if you are watching if you're listening audibly, and I know that's probably, I'm saying that word wrong. Am I saying it wrong, Keela?
Actually, I don't even know.
But if you are listening to this, you are not going to see the magic. That is us doing a TikTok. You have to go over to YouTube and watch it. But we're going to push everything out of the way and we're going to dance. But we need you to do something. You've been sitting here, taking it all in, getting the good advice. Have you clicked the button yet?
Probably not. But
Tell them.
do it. Subscribe.
Subscribe and like.
Thank you. And turn on your notifications because there will be other people that you will give you equally amazing advice and you don't want to miss it. So everybody press subscribe now and we will be back in a minute. Hey guys, we want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Shades Dancewear. They are the first UK brand to offer 4 shades of diverse skin tone for all of their dance products.
They've got ballet shoes, jazz shoes, tights, socks, and more.
Check them out on social media at Shades Dancewear. They are female founded.
Girl power.
So we want you to know that when you support Shades, you are making a difference to the future generation of dancers. Visit the link on the screen now and get 10% off. Into our quick fire round.
Oh yeah,
you ready?
quickfire.
Okay, yes.
You ready for this?
No, even odd.
Even
You
odd.
always
Okay.
do the ones.
All right, darling. Here we go, girls. Favorite colour?
Pink.
Purple.
Shall we like do one of them
Yeah.
first, and then we'll read it again?
I'm gonna ask Kristen, and you're gonna ask Kimara.
So should you go first with every question? Should I just wait until you finish? With...
Do you know what? Well, let's start with Kimara,
Okay.
and then Keela's gonna ask you. Okay, you ready, Kimara-Mai?
Yeah.
Favorite colour?
Purple.
Favorite season?
Summer.
Favorite social media platform?
TikTok.
Favorite animal?
Lion.
Favorite food?
Oh, that's a hard one. I don't know.
What's Dad cooking at home at the moment? There you go.
Favorite film or TV show?
She's sweating. No pressure.
Next up, I don't know.
Have one. Maybe.
Beetlejuice, you were in it.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Favorite clothing? Oh no, it's you.
Favorite clothing brand or shop?
Or Zara, maybe.
Nice.
Favorite song or artist?
Beyonce.
Who is your inspiration?
My sister.
Ah, good one. Okay, your turn. You ready?
Okay, yes.
Tick, 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 boom. Favorite colour?
Pink.
Favorite season?
Summer.
Favorite social media platform?
TikTok.
Favorite animal?
Horse.
Favorite food?
Chocolate.
Favorite film or TV show?
My favourite TV show is Vampire Diaries.
Favorite clothing brand or shop?
Pretty Little Thing.
Favorite song or artist?
Bruno Mars.
Who is your inspiration?
My parents.
Yay! Nice.
good.
Very good. All right, girlies, that is the end of your interview. Thank you so much
Thank you
for
so
coming
Thank
in.
you.
You were so fun. And will you come back?
Yes, of course.
Good time.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Guys, please give it up. They were absolutely amazing. And go and follow their TikTok account and their Instagram account. We'll put it all down below. But give it up for the Petit sisters.
Yay!